Hey everybody, this is Jennifer. This is my 5 minutes or less on the Ignite session, Modern Teamwork, Transforming Collaboration and Communication with Microsoft 365. This was a pretty good session. A lot of it was honestly all about Microsoft Teams, but there's some really great stuff coming with Microsoft Teams and SharePoint integration where Teams continues to be that experience for you. So some of the things that Jeff Tiefer showed off is full list views inside of Microsoft Teams, which is great. You're going to get the sync button and you're going to get full views. So metadata, column formatting, row formatting, all of those different things. So Jeff went and demoed those things for us. A really great experience there. Super excited about that. Some of the other things, a SharePoint news connector. So if I'm in a SharePoint site and I'm creating news, maybe there's some people that live inside of just Teams. They spend most of their time working there, which is fine. I can surface up content there, but we want them to know about the news that we're posting. So there's a SharePoint news connector that's going to allow me to, when new news gets posted on a SharePoint site, it's going to go ahead and post inside of the channel that's associated with it, which is great, which is another way to kind of help ensure that people are getting access to the news and the information that they need. So some really cool things there. We then transitioned over and just showed some things inside of Teams. Honestly, they showed a lot of things inside of verticals. So if you were in, the retail vertical or the healthcare vertical, some really interesting things for you to see. But that doesn't mean that those features are only available in those verticals. Those features are also going to be available for anyone else to use. So some of the things we saw were like shift workers. So people could on their phone use Teams to access their shift and then maybe ask coworkers to switch shifts around or different things like that. They use the example of Northwind Traders, which is now apparently a grocery store, although I used to think they, I think they sold bikes and clothing and different things like that. But Northwind Traders, they were able to, let their whole team know, hey, there's a E. coli breakout, you can't have the lettuce. And then workers from their phone were able to kick off workflows using Flow and different things like that that would allow them to interact and work with everybody kicking off process. So really great demo there. If you're in that vertical, some really cool things that I think you can't afford to not look at. To be able to do different things like that. It's a great set of tools. So I think we're going to see a lot more use cases and different things coming to the market from that. We also looked at some healthcare things where you could use Teams to store medical records, images of patients, different things like that. At first I was kind of like, well, this is great, but where is all this getting stored? How is this being secured? But then they went over and showed some of the security features that they have inside that really enable that. Being able to restrict who can share what, where it can be shared, not being able to download, patient images on your personal devices, different things like that. So they really drilled in and showed us some of the security features that are there. I am confident there are going to be a ton more sessions at Ignite this year kind of highlighting what those different features are. So they showed us a lot of the really cool things that they could do and then looped everything back to remind us that they're doing it in a way that's secure. They're also doing it in a way that's repeatable. So some of the things that are coming with Teams include being able to use team templates. And so I really liked the way that Anne talked about how, successful teams that have done things successfully are going to be able to say what they've done as a template and then share that success with other teams in the organization. So super excited about a lot of those different things. So I'm going to keep drilling down in different sessions, but this is just my quick 5 minutes or less summary of this session, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks.